Hi, everyone. This is the second part of me reading the syllabus to you, a rite of passage, so to speak. So I'll start. I'm going to share my screen and go to, as before, the syllabus on my desktop. In the part one of the syllabus, I went through pages 1 through 4, I think. So we read through the first 2 pages of rules and regulations, and also a synopsis of the course, of the student learning and student performance objectives, and then the class outline, which was the prior 2 pages. And now we are on page 5, which starts with exercises. So it's just here a summary of the exercises 1 through 7. So the first 3 are using Adobe Illustrator, and the second 4 using Adobe Photoshop. So you can look at those. It tells exactly what they are, what the exercises are. Then on this page, I also give a synopsis of the project titles. And it says projects, see week by week outline for due dates. And you can also see the Canvas modules, which give videos for the projects, for all the projects. So project 1 is a 1-point perspective painting in layers in Adobe Illustrator. Project 2 are ways of showing space, painting in layers in Adobe Photoshop. Project 3 is a collage portrait of a well-known visual artist. We'll be going over the exact description in the project sheets. So for each project, there's a project sheet which tells you exactly what you have to do. Recommended supplies: computer that can run a current Adobe Creative Cloud applications. That's really important, obviously, for doing the class. People have asked me if they can use an iPad, and the iPads are much better now. There are certain limitations. If you are in Zoom, you can't share your screen. If you're on an iPad, the Adobe Illustrator program wasn't, you couldn't put it on the iPad for a long time, and I think now maybe you can. So if that's all you have, you could try doing the course with that. But I highly recommend just using some kind of up-to-date laptop. The PCC is loaning Chrome books, and I think they have the capability to join the app stream, which I'll get into in a minute. So the other recommended supplies: Wacom or Hoyen digital drawing tablets, small or medium size, between $50 and $200. And I say that because the small ones, of course, are less expensive than the medium size. This is a box for the medium size, and I think I bought that for about $150. I can't quite remember, but that would be the Wacom. So the Wacom is upwards, all the way goes up to about $200. But I think you can, you could get a small Wacom for $100, and the Hoyen small is $50. The Wacom medium is something like $180, and the medium Hoyen is probably half of that, about $100. And the Hoyen one, which is a Chinese brand, works quite well, I've heard. So if you want to go with that, if you want to try that, it would be one way to draw and paint successfully in this class. And then at least one digital storage device, as much memory as you can afford, for example, flash drive and/or portable hard drive. I say that because you should save your work in several ways. And you can save it to your computer that you're working on. You can save the work to the cloud, which is a great way. Google PCC gives you a large storage area in Google Drive. And yeah, that would be, save it several ways so you don't lose it, because people have often told me that they started working on something and they spent hours working on it and then they lost it. And that is not good practice. So you need to save things that you've been working on for a long time several ways. So I still recommend large flash drives or portable hard drives, and saving it to the computer that you're working on, and saving it to the cloud. So then I do say there is hardware available for loan at remote campus information for students. There is limited supply, so if you have need, you should inquire immediately. Here's the link. So go to that and then it'll tell you what to do. Adobe Creative Suite applications. We will be using Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Adobe Acrobat. So the PCC website has an app stream page where students can access without charge many streamed apps for a variety of courses. Instructions for Adobe are also at the bottom of the App Stream 2.0 page. So there's the link for that. It's a whole page with information for you. And there, the person who administers that is also making a PDF of how to use the app stream on your computer. Another way to have the Adobe Creative Suite on your computers is to subscribe to it or pay for it. Even though we are using 2 of the applications only, if you subscribe, you should get the whole Creative Suite, all apps. You should subscribe as students to get the discounted student rate of $19.99 per month at adobe.com. I think you have to give them your, maybe you make a copy or a photo, take a photo on your phone of your student card, ID card, or simply your student schedule, and you can send it to them. They give you instructions on the Adobe website. Click on Compare Plans, go to the tab Students and Teachers, and follow the instructions. Okay, so recommended texts for the course. We are doing a lot of work that requires that you know some Adobe Illustrator, and I give a lot of demos starting with the first module, so you can watch my demos. But if you want to get Classroom in a Book, the Adobe Press, the recent, one of the recent editions is fine. Adobe Photoshop, the same thing, Classroom in a Book, Adobe Peach Press, which is, I think the publishers, Peach Pit, which is a division of Pearson Education. And you can get the 2021 edition, but it's quite expensive compared to other editions. And if you got one of the recent ones, it'll have practically the same descriptions of the application as the most recent. Also, LinkedIn Learning for online tutorials. I think it's the city of Los Angeles, but you could go on the website for the County of Los Angeles libraries and public library, and they actually offer a free subscription to LinkedIn Learning or lynda.com, or they used to. You need to find out about that for students. And actually for anybody who has a library card, but it might be difficult during COVID to get a library card if you don't already have one. So that might be an issue. You can always subscribe to LinkedIn Learning. I'm not sure how expensive it is now, but it used to be about $25 a month. Required or recommended supplementary books. These are all books, since we're doing traditional drawing and painting, but on the computer, you need to know a little bit about drawing and painting. And I actually take you through the fundamentals of drawing and painting. We're just doing it on the computer. But you might want to look at some of these books and see if you can find them online for, less expensive prices than if you were buying them new. So any of the drawing books that I recommend, design books are great. So these are alphabetized, the list is alphabetized. So that's all. They're a little mixed up for that reason, but there's a mixture of drawing and design and some digital manuals up here at the top. So, okay, that's it. So I finished the syllabus. That's part 2 of the syllabus that I just read through. And now you're set to go. The next the next thing you're going to do, making sure that you've done the check-in discussion, is to start looking at the first page in Module 1 and some of the PDFs that are offered in Module 1 as well. Okay, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.